I've been a limnologist for 30 plus years. And it's my professional opinion from looking at what I've seen here in the last couple of weeks of putting this paper together based on these recent reports, that this lake is headed the wrong way, and you need to do something about it.
In Coeur d'Alene, the word for water is secret. To many indigenous people and to the Coeur d'Alenes, water is very sacred, and our water here is very sick, as we've learned today, and as we've known for a while. But for Coeur d'Alenes, meaning that our water is sick, that means that our people are also sick.
Well, I would have to say that today I've been really educated, because if I was to have voted, I would have said I thought that we were probably status quo from the lake. But when I see 99.9% of the hands raised on people that know a lot more about water quality and a lot more about the state of the lake than I do, that's a real concern. We also all agree that Lake Coeur d'Alene is very, very important to us. That's not just a call to action, that's an extreme call to action. So I would say that we have to get together as all of the entities, the state, the county, the city, the tribe, and we're going to have to demand action. We're going to have to demand action that is faster than the speed of government, because it's all so important to us.
The lake is essential. I actually believe that this region will live or die by the health of the lake. And the only way we're going to be able to adequately protect the shoreline, any potential runoff into the lake, is to enforce the 25-foot, to keep natural vegetation, as opposed to people dumping sand and grass, which of course has to be fertilized, and then we get the nitrogen and the phosphorus. But the fact of the matter is, it's going to take a popular movement that says we care about our lake. If it requires a level of taxation to increase the enforcement, then let's do it.
You know, the demographics in North Idaho are changing. Our workforce globally, 50% of the global workforce right now is made up of what we all know as millennials. 84% would say that they have a duty to make the world a better place. So right now you have 50% of our global workforce with that mindset. And you have more of that workforce moving into growing North Idaho than we've ever had before. So you kind of layer all that into the fabric of this conversation about the lake and say, you know, we've got a workforce that's changing. We've got a workforce that cares about some of these other issues and sees purpose and mission as something that matters to them.
We all love the lake. We all want the same goals, and yet sometimes it is hard to have the courage to come together and maybe change regulations or accept regulations and do what we need to do to really make a change in water quality.
So breaking the tension, uniting the interest groups together to formulate plans and formulate actions that are measurable and productive.
Yes, the county commissioners being here is a good thing, but we have to keep them engaged. We have to keep them involved. We have to stay with them, but work with them.
The feeling at this meeting this time is a little bit different. There's a little bit more. While the news is not all good, I think there's a sense that we can do something about this if we get together. And I think that's what I would challenge all of us to do, is what are the practical steps that we can start to take to improve the situation? And when we do that and we collaborate doing that, we're going to be more successful in bringing larger groups together and in bringing enough funding to really solve these problems.